Well, here we are today in New York City, and I'm going to be visiting with Alika and then Chris. We're going to be having some wonderful Georgian food, and stay tuned. And now it's time for 19 Dimples. Okay, Marian, what do you teach me how to make here? What do we got going on?
Yeah, today we're going to be making khinkali. It's a famous Georgian traditional dumpling.
Okay.
And it's famous for its twisted top, and it's called kudi.
Okay.
And what you do is you fill it with this meat over here that's prepared with spices.
Smells good. Is that too much, Chef?
No, it's good.
Is that, I'm going to be able to close it? Yeah? Okay, let's try it. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I might only have like 17 dimples on, might miss 2 dimples. Okay, here we go. What are we doing?
And we're going to be twisting the top.
How's that? Like that?
Yeah.
Making little S's? I did good?
Yeah, good.
Okay, and then you just keep folding it? Oh, wow. Okay, like an accordion. Back and forth, how am I doing? Good? Pretty? Too many?
Super easy.
Super, wait, are mine good so far? Okay, keep going. Oh, wait, I'm losing. All right, Marian, how are you doing over there?
I'm trying.
You're
This
trying?
top part is the most difficult part.
Okay,
It's
because
called-
the juice wants to come out. Okay, now
Yeah.
what do I do? And oh no. You're not supposed to do that, right? It's not supposed to be wet on the outside. Why
I'll
does,
teach you.
why does
I-
yours look
I
like a
can-
perfect clove of garlic? And mine kind of looks like a wet pocketbook.
Let's try a new one.
Want to try a new one? Okay, here we go. One more try. Okay, you got it. And I think it's because I had too much filling.
Uh-huh.
A little less filling, okay? One skip
Less.
of filling. Good.
Okay.
Okay, now bring it up and we start.
Yeah.
One.
Look,
Okay,
try
help
like
me.
outside.
It's like dancing.
Like this.
Oh, to the outside.
Uh-huh.
To the outside. Okay, there we go. Like dancing. To the outside.
Yeah.
Right? To
Let's
the
go.
outside. Here we go. We're dancing. To
One
the
more.
outside. Marian, how you doing over there?
I
to
just-
the
I did mine right
outside.
over here.
To the outside. Oh, I'm doing it. To the it's to the outside. Right? Look. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Oh, almost. Just keep the juice in. Right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. How do you do? Good. Seal it. Seal it. Oh, look. It's not terrible.
When you
It's
have
my
from
first
that-
time. It's my first time. Not so bad. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, now do we fry this or bake it?
We're going to
Boil?
boil
Boil
it.
it.
Boil.
Boil it. Boil it like a bagel. Okay, Marian, how'd you do?
I'm going on my second one.
You're going
right
on your
now.
second one. Yay! Okay, collaboration. It's a must, right? Okay, here we go. Ta-da!
Yeah, and then you grab it by the top.
Right?
You have to flip it upside down,
Oh.
take a nice little bite, and then drink the juice inside
Oh, but after it's cooked, right?
after it's cooked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Ta-da! Okay, stay tuned. We're living it up right here. Today we are in New York City and we have been invited to dine at a fabulous restaurant. And we are going to be dining at, I want to say CHITO, and you could say the second word. What is the second word?
Ghito.
Gvrito, Ghito Gvrito. What type of cuisine is Ghito Gvrito?
It's Georgian cuisine.
Okay, and you're from there, correct?
I am from Georgia.
All right, tell me about what it was like to grow up there. Is it like countryside? Is it like a city? What is it like?
I grew up in the city, Tbilisi. It's a small city, but it's like a large capital, and it's almost like a New York.
Okay.
Not suburban at all, even though the size is small of the city. And then my summers were always in countryside, by the Black Sea or vineyards, mountains, all sorts of adventures.
Lovely. So is it similar to our school year here in America where you have your summers off? You go
Yes.
from like the fall to the spring, you have a wonderful summer off, and you
We
go
have
out to the countryside and
Absolutely.
explore, right?
Yep.
Swimming? What are the
Swimming, so,
seasons?
yeah, see, the Georgia's on the Black Sea, so our summers we spend like about a month on the Black Sea swimming. Beaches are gorgeous, a little pebbly.
A little pebbly. Well, I live on Long Island right now, and the North Shore is very pebbly, but the South Shore is all sandy beaches, like Jones Beach, Robert Moses. I grew up in the Midwest, and moved to New York. And there's really, in my opinion, there's no place like New York, right? So
That's
now
true.
you own a restaurant right here in the heartland,
Yes.
the heartland of the city.
Very lucky.
And you're very lucky. What made you decide to open this?
Idea was to share our culture,
Okay.
share Georgian culture, share our cuisine, and I think the best way to do it with food and sharing the wines that we have and show the hospitality, which really reflects on our culture and tradition.
Where were some of your recipes from? Were they family recipes? Did the chef bring some in? Like, how did you
It's
decide?
mixture.
Because you've got quite an extensive menu. There's a little something for everybody here.
Absolutely. We have traditional dishes, which are must have in Georgian restaurants, and then we have other dishes that are more seasonal and local, because the idea of Georgian cuisine is that it's farm to table, seasonal, and regional. And every region of Georgia, even though it's a small country, has different cuisine based on the climate and terrain and all that. So in New York, we try to adopt the same idea, but use locally available ingredients and locally seasonal products.
Which is very important. Somebody in Manhattan, if they're going to go to dinner, they want food that tastes delicious, that's as fresh as possible. So even if they're not familiar with Georgian cuisine, which we're going to talk about today, we're going to have a little
Absolutely.
bit of fun with that. But it's also a little bit of like a Mediterranean, right? You have some
Yes.
fish, you have some meats, you have also for vegetables. You have a lot of things for
Lot of
vegetarians,
vegetables.
correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. What about your dumplings? What is the dumpling like?
Dumplings are called khinkali. So
Okay.
to sort of backtrack about Georgian cuisine, it's a crossroad of a Silk Road. Like it was a
Oh.
major stop. So you have food from Mediterranean, Eastern Europe, Far East. Dumplings came from Asia.
Hmm.
So the dumplings became a very big part of Georgian cuisine and highly recognizable these days. So every restaurant carries a version of the khinkali. So the dumplings are basically classically made with beef, but they're also made with beef and pork and mixture of some herbs and spices. So we offer that variety here. We also have a vegetarian version made with mushrooms. We have a cheese version with spinach. So there's a little bit of everything for
That's
every
really.
taste.
I was going to say that sounds lovely,
Yeah.
and I know that they're very light and delicate here, right? So it's not like it's not something heavy.
No,
So you
it's
could come
not.
here and still feel like it was refreshing, nutritious, delicious.
Absolutely. In fact, we offer that as a appetizer because you get a couple of dumplings and then you may move on to your main meal.
Okay, now speaking of a main meal, something that's a little heavier but hearty and such a comfort food. One of the things that you serve it this way is that it has an egg in the center, and I learned that represents the sun. Is there like a
Absolutely.
story that goes behind it, like some folklore?
Absolutely, yes. It was made in a region called Adjara, and it's by the Black Sea where fishermen used to go fish. Stories that wives used to make this boat-shaped bread filled with cheese and put a yolk in the middle that represents the sun as a good fortune to their husbands.
So that the boat would come back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I understand that
Yeah.
perfectly well.
Yeah.
And then beverages are also important. It's not just the cuisine, but it's also how you pair it with like a fine wine. Georgia is known for their wines. In fact, I believe I read somewhere, and I could be wrong, but that was like the home of wine. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
That-
One
well,
of the
that's what they're
oldest,
saying.
I know, the oldest vineyards
Yes.
ever
Yes.
are in Georgia.
Yes, Georgian wine tracks back 8,000 years.
Okay.
So far, we are the oldest country in the world that made wine. And there's a very big cultural aspect to the wine. Wine's not just for drinking, but it also represents who we are. And it helped Georgian culture sort of survive through centuries by clinging to this winemaking process and growing the grapes, and became something that part of Georgian dining cannot happen without wine. But it's always a traditional Georgian orange wines, which in Georgia we call it white,
Okay.
because these are really white wines, but they're made the same way as they used to be made many, many thousand years ago, and gives the color, and that's why it's an orange wine. So orange wines are generally part of any dining experience in Georgia.
Joining us now is Chris, and we're going to be discussing a little bit more about that orange wine. So tell us about that.
So I first encountered orange wine when I went to Tbilisi for the first time. And what I discovered about it, which was so unique for me, it was completely hangover proof. The more you drank, the less it hurt the next day.
Interesting.
I did a good job on it, and I got to tell you, it is absolutely hungover proof.
How is owning a restaurant very similar to the world of acting, where everything's theater? Is being here at the restaurant much like that?
Well, I mean, you need to be on at all times because it's hospitality forward. So you need to embrace the guests, especially for Georgian culture. Hospitality is next to godliness. A guest is considered a sign from God, essentially.
What's one thing that you feel that you want everyone to know about Georgia? You know, like if Georgia's on your mind, that's really about the
Hospitality.
state.
Yes,
Hospitality.
yes. That's funny. Yes, yeah, hospitality. Georgian hospitality absolutely leaves a mark on anyone and everyone. If you ever go to Georgia, when you come back, that's the one. If the one word needs to describe your experience, would be the hospitality.
When you are dining out with clients, right, and you're bringing someone out, is this also the type of restaurant that you could do that? Can you do corporate dining, family dining? Like, what's the atmosphere like, Chris?
I think you can. We have a lot of repeat business, so I only go to restaurants that recognize me when I go back and forth. And I think that we offer that same sort of guest experience. We get to know the clientele, and we embrace them when they come back and they want to entertain here.
What's one of the best celebrations you've had here?
We had a wedding here about a year and a half ago, and they wanted to celebrate here because they liked our cuisine and they liked our ambiance, so we shut the entire restaurant down, and it went on for about 9 hours. It was a long day, truth be told.
Fabulous. So you don't mind those types of special requests?
No, not at all.
Besides dining in here and having special events, I heard you also do catering. How
We
does
do.
that work?
We did a 250-person wedding at the Ukrainian house, and it was an incredible experience. It was a lot of hard work, but it was an amazing event. It was well received. Everyone liked it. They're long-standing customers. They come back often when they're visiting New York, and we also do a lot of catering with the consulates in New York City as well.
Fabulous. I can't wait to dine. What's one thing on the menu that we have to try?
I would say the dumplings, which tie into the hangover cure that is probably the best in the world.
Thank you so very much, Chris. It was lovely to be here with you.
Lovely to be here as well. Thanks so much.
So today we're going to be making adjaruli, khachapuri, which is a traditional open-faced cheesy bread dish. And now we're starting off with the dough. And Dimitri, the chef, is putting on some flour. We're putting some cheese in the middle. So after putting the cheese in the middle, we're going to grab the sides and kind of create a little calzone type of shape all around. Make sure it's nice and tight and closed up. After we do that, we flip it over, and then we just press in the middle to have that famous bow shape, just like that. And then the last step would just be to slice right in the middle, making that traditional open face. We're gonna stuff it. Everyone makes it, in different shapes. This is the final look before it pops into the oven. They're all different.